So this is your Schedule 2 Part 2. This tells us the full claim amount that you want to claim for this claim period. You can't complete this without completing your Schedule 2 Part 3 first. The Schedule 2 Part 3 is a breakdown of the costs, and Part 2 is the total amount of the costs. In your grant offer letter, you will notice that this top table is pre-populated with all your project information. The only thing you actually need to take note of in this table is the intervention rate. Your intervention rate will only be applied if you have provided match funding towards your project costs. If you have not provided any match funding, this intervention rate will always be 100%. If you provided match funding, it will be slightly less than that. We'll just take this part column by column. Start with column A, which is project cost. So these amounts that I have used are just for illustration purposes only, just to give you an idea of the calculations, etc. So in your grant offer letter, again, this will either be pre-populated with direct salary costs or direct salary costs and consultancy costs. You'll know yourself if you have any consultancy costs in your project. If you don't, these won't appear in your grant offer letter. Moving on to column B, and this is the total salary cost that you want to claim. So for your direct salary costs, for this purpose we've used £8,285.94, and I would have got this figure from the amount column, which is number 6 in the Schedule 2 Part 3. There's also a consultancy cost, which is also in the amount column in Schedule 2 Part 3, but remember that you need to split these two out. Column C is your indirect costs, and again it will be pre-populated in this box whether you have a 15% or 40% uplift. For these purposes, I've just used the calculation of 15 and 40% based on this amount in column B. So to get the 15-40%, all you would do is take that amount, the £8,285.94, and multiply it by 15% or 40%. Consultancy costs do not attract an uplift of 15 or 40%, so this will always be not applicable. Moving on to column D, as it says, the total is B plus C. So that's taking your B costs plus your C costs to give you your D costs. Total all the columns up individually, so that's B, C, D, and that gives you the overall amount that you want to claim. This line here is the intervention rate line. So if it's 100%, this box here will be exactly the same as the box above it. If there's an intervention rate applied, this box here will be this box times the intervention rate, which is at the top, which is there. And that will give us the amount that we are eligible to pay you. Last couple of things, just moving on to the statement here. If you can just delete the financial year that's not applicable, 2021, 21 to 22. We asked you before to have the authorised signatory schedule to hand. This is so that you can see who's eligible to sign grant claim forms. Anyone who's included in this claim is not eligible to sign this form. This is usually the treasurer, the director, or a partner that's eligible to sign this. This should be hand signed. It should include the position, within the organisation and the date they sign it. That's your 2 Part 2.